Well, good morning, and I would like to kind of get a little esoteric with you today and talk about a word called detachment. And it's really hard for we who live in the Western society to detach ourselves emotionally, especially in today's society where everything is emotionally driven. But when it comes to our clients and when it comes to making money from our business, we tend to we kind of link the client with the money and the client and the value. That's good. I was detaching from our thoughts for a moment to imbibe in my wonderful substance here. This is really hard to explain, and I wish I could just open up my head and have you pop in. But when I started Dallas Area Massage, the second time, the first time I was in a gym, and I had very much the same mentality you do, and that is I'm worth, brand new therapist. I was charging $65 an hour, and I had 5 clients, and sometimes 3 a week, sometimes 4 a week, and woohoo, sometimes 5 a week, and I did traditional marketing, and it was somewhat of a marketing struggle. And luckily, I was in a position where my office was a percentage of my sales, so I really didn't have any threat of paying high bills. And then I also had, a husband and a second job, so I was not stuck so much on the money, and it really didn't scare me that I only had 5 clients that booked irregularly. One that booked regularly, and the others booked come and go. But when I moved out of that gym and moved into the office that we are currently in and have been in for the past 5 years now, I had to pay rent, and the rent is the rent, and the rent is due on the 1st. And all of a sudden I had a different mindset, and getting more clients in the door was of value to me. So I had to come up with some other ideas. And of course I struggled very much like all of you with, I don't want to belittle myself with only making, $20 an hour or even, $30 an hour, because now I might as well go work at a Massage Envy and let them pay all the bills. Why should I stress out and market myself? But I changed all those thinkings. And I basically put myself in a position of, I'm just going to do the work. I'm going to do the work. I'm going to meet the clients. I'm going to get the clients in here. I don't care if they're a Groupon client and they're coming in for $18.50. I don't care if they're a walk-in at a discount price of $45, and I don't care if they're my $65 walk-ins off the website. I am just going to do my job, and I just did my job and did my job and did my job and did the best massage I could give for every client. Not the $20 client got a crappy massage and the $65 got a better massage. I didn't love or hate my $20 clients any more or less than I love or hate my $65 clients. In fact, some of my Groupon clients were a joy to deal with, where one particular full pay customer who has been with me from day one is still an eye roller, like, oh, does she ever want to not come? So sometimes the money isn't really the big deal. It's the attitude of the person that you're working on. But nevertheless, I detached myself from the monthly, weekly, hourly income. Next thing you know, my accounts were overflowing, and my client base was so full. I actually developed tendonitis in my left shoulder because I was working so much. I had to hire somebody within my first probably year of being in this new place so that he could, work some of these clients, because I was starting to suffer from the amount of work I was doing. And like I said, my bank accounts were growing, and I was detached from it. If the client didn't tip, I didn't care. If the client did tip, it was like a super treat. And a couple times, the guy who worked with me said, maybe we should put a tip breakdown on the wall. And I'm like, no, I don't care if they tip. I give everybody the greatest service. And if they tip, they tip. If they don't, they don't. I love everybody. And I detached from the money part of it. And when I did so, my job became a joy, and the money rolled in. Zig Ziglar says Do what you love and the money will come. So on the heels of that, I would like you to think about that. And I know it's hard to separate yourself from that when every month the electricity's due and every month the rent and the mortgage is due and car payments. But I promise you, if you love what you do, people are going to be attracted to that and they're going to come to see you more and more. Yes, you need your scripts. Yes, you need to give everyone excellent service. And yes, all the other components have to be in place. But don't value yourself or your service on whether the client's paying a $20 Groupon price. And I'm saying that because that's your net from Groupon. They're actually paying more than that. But don't say, oh, this hour I'm only worth a Groupon client. That's terrible. That's a terrible way to value yourself. So every client is the Prince of Aruba or the Princess of Aruba, and they are all worth extremely wonderful service, and you will be rewarded accordingly. Now, maybe that lower paying client has 3 other friends. Next thing you know, you have 4 new clients. And now you're going to say, well, Susan, they're all paying low price. No, they're not. Because remember, the Groupon client paid the Groupon service basically a full or 2/3 price. So you bring those friends in cash at that 2/3 price. Now you're making way more than a Groupon client. Stop viewing yourself, them as according to what their paycheck is to you. See them as another hour of massage bliss on your table that you are going to wow with incredible service. And when you change your attitude to that, you'll love what you do. You'll be super stoked, and your books will start to fill up. And that's my take on detachment. It's really hard, and I understand it's hard, but just focus with your coffee on loving your clients, and the money will come. Have a great day. Enjoy your coffee. Bye.